Hi everybody, this is a day trade recap. Today is Friday, November 19th, and I only worked with one stock today. I did two trades on it. One during pre-market, which finished right after opening bell, then another one shortly after that, and we'll talk about that. This stock is a Chinese stock, GTEC. Had really good news. I don't usually trade Chinese stocks. I don't usually trade foreign stocks, but this one had really good news. And it had made this huge move. And I saw most of this move, but at that point, I'm like, I'm not going to get in this stock. It's Chinese. I don't know what to do with it. But I watched it, and when it had made this move, I thought, I can't just let that one go. So somewhere along in here, I went to my daily chart, and that's what you've got to do, because this thing started in the $5 range, went all the way up to $9 a share in 30 minutes. That's a huge move. You cannot ignore something like that. So, and you can see there were no real pullbacks on that thing, little tiny ones, but no waves, right? This is not a wave counting setup, right? This is breaking rules. It's kind of parabolic. So I go to my daily chart and say, to see what is it trying to do. When you see something happening that's just a little bit off the norm, you need to go to your daily chart because the stock's trying to do something else, right? And so here's where it started, and here's the $6 range. And you can see to the left, it had a gap it was trying to fill. There are no candles in this big space. And so what I do is when I realize what's going on here, I put all these lines in here. I'll show you how I got them in here. Is this thing's above all resistance. It's looking for areas to hit for targets. So I put a line here, a yellow dash line to match this 200 yellow EMA. And I put a purple line to match my purple VWAP bouncing area, right? There was a bunch of angles, right? Sharp angles. I didn't get the high one on that, but I got a bunch of sharp angles. So I put my purple VWAP there, not sure which one it was going to use. So I tried to hit as many as possible. And then my target was, my top target, I used this sharp angle for the VWAP, okay? So that was my top click, was here on my targets down to where the thing started. This was my start. So that's how I got my targets on here, right? On the daily chart. Now I'll go to the 1 minute chart and we'll see what I did. Okay, so after it had made this huge, $4 a share move on a cheap stock, almost doubled its price in 30 minutes, I'm waiting for an entry. Usually a move like that, it's going to need to come down to some major support, at least probably the 50, maybe the 100. In this case, it came almost down to the 100. It came through the VWAP. The VWAP's the purple. The 50 EMA is this dark blue dash. Do you see that? Came down through there, and then I'm going to look for a turnaround, okay? So I have a yellow arrow, my blue arrow. Everything's coming back through. So that's where I got in. I got in right here as it was approaching VWAP because I knew, hey, it's ready to come back. People are looking for that move. So at $7 and what was my entry? $7.82, and I knew my target was going to be this next line up here, this purple line, which is, you remember, that's the VWAP on the daily level, where it continued, where it kept hitting multiple times. And so that was what was it? $9.81. So about $2 a share right there. So getting in at just a little before opening bell and getting out just after opening bell. Do you see that? And it hit that beautifully. Hit it here, came back and pushed through it. So now that it's done that, I'm looking once again for it to come down below the 50 or some major EMA. In this case, it came down through VWAP and the 50, and I'm looking for a turnaround again right here. Because I want to go to this blue, or I always call that a blue line, this green line. This is a target. That's my next target because it's already done this purple one. Now I want it to do this green one. So I got in here at, let's see, 7:55 my time, which was the price of $8.75. My target was $10.09. And you see how we had a halt on this candle right here, and then it popped up and I was able to get a really good fill, and then it flushed. I'm glad I got out at my target. Always get out. You want to get out going up. Sell into strength. Don't wait for this because you're not going to make any money on a flush. This was also, I believe this was a halt. I don't remember. But that's all I did on this stock. So I made There was $2 there and $2 here, so $4 a share. After that, it pretty much continued to do the same thing, but now it was making lower highs, right? It's in this little range area. You see, what do I like to do with ranges? Those of you who follow my videos, you know that I'll look for areas of support and resistance and just kind of draw a transparent box and say, well, do I want to trade this range? The way to trade the range is you get in at the bottom of the box and you're going to get out at the top. This was actually a better top, but you can trade that range and just keep trading it all day long. That was about a 60-cent range. So you could plan on getting in and then getting out up here and just keep doing that. But I didn't want to do that. So I'll get that little box off of my chart. But anyway, that's how GTEC went. And I know that a lot of people struggle knowing when to get in. You've got to wait. You've got to be able to really be patient and say, hey, what is this stock doing right now? It's looking for a major support because it has pushed hard right here. It needs to come down and rejuice, right? It needs to come back down here, get some energy so it can go up to this next target up. How did we get these targets? We looked at the daily chart. Remember, I'm not counting waves today because this thing broke all the wave rules. This is a parabolic move, and you get those, you have to read a daily chart and get your lines on there based on the daily chart, okay? That's how the real skilled traders play these charts, okay? So if you need any help understanding where you're going to plop your target lines, how you're going to, get really good signals, buy signals that make sense that you're going to get in on and get in at the very best possible and not be chasing. You don't want to get in up here, right? You want to get in down here. So if you need any help with that, I've got, I can help you with getting these particular settings, indicators and stuff on your charts. If you need any help, just reach out to me and I'll be glad to help you. I hope this was helpful to you. If you have any questions, let me know and we will talk soon.